Welcome to the short tutorial on how to use the SNIP program. The first thing you need to do is run through the checklist with your child. What I do is I get them to read 4 sessions together. So I get them to read all the words in session 1. If they're having difficulty reading the words in session 1, you can help them send them out if you wish. When they have read the words in session 1, move on and get them to read the words in sessions 2, 3 and 4. Mark any of the ones that they're getting correct with a tick and a dot or an X or something like that. Mark the ones they don't get right.
So I'm going to get you to read these words, okay?
Can, like, to, went, come, was, dog, the, see.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tick each of those because they were read accurately. What I would do next is move on to session 2, and I will get my special guest Megan here to read these words as well. Then session 3 and session 4.
Cat, go, play, forth.
Now we are going to get the children to spell each of the words on the checklist. They shouldn't be able to see the checklist, they should have a blank piece of paper. You read out the words and they write them down. If they get them, if they spell them correctly, put a little tick and again a little dot if they don't spell them correctly.
Can, like, to.
If a child scores 9 out of 9 on both the readings and the spellings, then there is no need for them to do those sessions of the SNIP program. If they get 1 wrong, that's also allowable. However, if they get more than 1 wrong in either the reading or the spelling, then they should start the SNIP program on that particular session. Let's say, for example, my guest Megan read all the words of session 1 correctly, but spelt 2 incorrectly. That means we should begin on session 1. Ideally, the SNIP program will be undertaken for about 10 minutes each day. You can do it in 1 block session in a week, but it is more effective if it is done daily. The grid at the first page on session 1 is a grid you will keep coming back to every day. They will write that spelling out every day, once a day. They will learn the spelling using the look, say, cover, write and check technique, demonstrated by Megan.
Look at the word. Say it.
Can,
I'm going to cover it and I want you to write it. Look at the word. Say it.
like,
I'm going to cover it and I want you to see if you can write it. On the second day, we begin again. Look at the word. Say it.
can,
We'll cover it and try to write it.
Along with the daily look, say, cover, write and check grid at the top of the page, there is also a daily activity. There are 5 activities for the 5 days of the SNIP program. In the next video, Megan and I demonstrate the first activity.
Monday's activity will always be this activity called tracking. So the word is hidden twice in here. So Megan, what you are trying to do is to find the first C, the first A, the first N. When you find them, you say the letter out loud and you circle it. Then there'll be another C, another A and another N after it. So see if you can find it. So where's the first C there, Megan? Yeah. So say it out loud, the letter. C. And the next letter. So see if you can find the first A, so it comes after C. And the next letter. Now, what does that spell?
can,
Can. I want you to find it again, but say each letter name out loud as you're looking for it. Okay? C. Say C.
C, A,
N. Say it. And now write the word at the end of the line.
W E N T.
And one more time, it's hidden a second time.
W E N T.
Each of these daily activities is quite easy to complete and you will get used to them very, very quickly. After you've completed the 5 days worth of look, say, cover, write and check, then that is the SNIP program complete. What I would do on a Friday is that I give them, any of the students who I do this program with, I give them a short test where again I read out the words and I get them to jot them down on a blank piece of paper just to make sure that they can spell them correctly. Sometimes then I will also dictate a sentence containing 2 or 3 of those words just to make sure they can spell them in context. Again, if they score less than 7 out of 9 in the spelling test, I would repeat that session with them the following week. Otherwise, if you score 8 out of 9 or 9 out of 9, you're ready to move on to the next session. The next session you would move on to may not necessarily be session 2. It will be whatever session they scored less than 8 out of 9 on in either reading or spelling. And that's pretty much it for the SNIP program. If you have any questions or queries, please contact myself, Mr. Roach, or you can contact your class teacher either. Thank you.